What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Through a Different Lens Faith, Identity, and Finding Your Calling. I'm your host, Travis Huffstetler, and I'm so glad you're here. I started this podcast because I believe there are a lot of people out there who feel stuck, not because they're lazy or lost, but because they've been taught to look at life through the wrong lens. This show is all about shifting your perspective, strengthening your faith, and stepping boldly into the purpose God created you for. Let's be real for a second. Most of us were raised to follow a script: go to school, get good grades, pick a safe career, don't take too many risks, make just enough to survive, maybe take a vacation or two, and then do it all again. But what if that's not the life you were meant for? What if the script doesn't fit the calling God placed on your life? See, we're often raised by people who love us deeply, but who are still figuring things out themselves. And without realizing it, they teach us to see the world through a lens of fear, lack, and survival. We're taught to be someone they want us to be, not who God designed us to be. So in 2020, I moved to Myrtle Beach with nothing but $120, 2 bags of clothes, a cell phone, a drone, and a dream. Everybody told me I was crazy. You can't be a real photographer without all the gear. You need a backup plan. There's too much competition. You need security. You don't have the right cameras and all the stuff. You can't make a living selling big prints. You can't make a living selling prints at all, landscape prints. But I knew deep down God was calling me to do something different. I knew that my whole life growing up waiting tables or working in the restaurant industry for all those years, waiting tables, it taught me to serve people. But I also learned a lot of lessons from talking to a lot of people that I've waited on over those 15 years. And what I've come to learn was that we're all the same. Most of us just never are willing to take the chance. Most of us are never willing to pursue the calling, the purpose, the gifts, the passions, the talents, the hobbies, and pursue them and go further into it and really do what we love so that we never work a day. But God, He wasn't calling me to play it safe. He was calling me to walk by faith, to step out to what I had. And He's calling you to as well. But fast forward now, I've sold prints, puzzles, calendars, and even t-shirts featuring my photography. I've had my work featured in businesses, restaurants, even installed as a massive mural at Wicked Tuna in Murrells Inlet. That's about 25 foot long. Built a following of over 60,000 people online who connect with my vision and message. And it all started with one small step of faith and the decision to stop letting fear make my decisions for me. Here's the truth I've learned. You don't have to have it all figured out to get started. You don't need to wait for permission. You just need to take the next step. Psalms 119:105 says, "Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." A lamp doesn't light the whole road. It just shows you the next step. And that's what faith looks like. Trusting that God will reveal the path as you walk it. But most people never take that first step. Not because they don't have dreams, but because they've been conditioned to settle. We've been taught to survive, not to thrive, to blend in, not to stand out, to get by, not break free. But God didn't create you to just get by. He created you for impact. He created you on purpose, for a purpose. Every gift, every talent, every idea that stirs in your heart, it's not random. God put it there. Whether it's art, music, business, teaching, serving, building, whatever it is, you were designed to shine your light in that area. But you can't do that if you're too afraid to step out. You can't do that if you're still stuck living someone else's version of success. And you can't do that if you're constantly waiting until you feel ready. The world doesn't need more perfection. The world needs more people who are willing to go scared, but go anyway. So here's my heart. This podcast is for the dreamers, the misfits, the ones who know there's more inside of them than what the world sees right now. It's for the people who've been told they're too much, too crazy, or too ambitious. It's for the people who have a dream but no blueprint, a calling, but no map. Abram didn't have a map when God called him to leave and go to the new land. So if that's you, you're in the right place. Each episode will dive deeper into what it means to live with a purpose, trust God's voice, and see life through the lens He wants you to use, not the one the world handed you. So if something in this episode hit home for you, please follow the podcast, leave a review, and share this with someone who needs it. Your support helps this message reach more people, and that's what it's all about. Let's stop surviving and start creating. Let's stop fearing and start following. Let's see life through a different lens. I'm Travis Hofstetler, and I'll see you next time.